Welcome.
Are we recording?
Redline all the time.
Welcome back.
Episode 19.
Yeah, we skipped another week last week.
No. Yeah, we haven't skipped an episode number because we
No.
officially had an episode that didn't happen. Episode 17, which we can blame everything on.
That's
So here we are, episode 19. Yay!
Welcome back.
In this week's show, Magpies, Squirrels, Oscar Piastri, Formula Student 2024, Jake Paul, bit more Jake Paul, and
Not again.
me with the week is really hotting up.
we got a
really
few
hotting up. So we'll start at the top, Magpies.
Oh, mate.
And we're going to add to that list as well now Squirrels, based on
Squirrels,
today's
What's
evidence.
going on with the
Pigeons,
squirrels?
pigeons as well.
Yeah, so Redline HQ now has a lawn.
Yeah, baby.
And it's essentially goaded me into being way older than me years.
Oh, yeah.
So like
He's now having to garden.
mowing the lawn. So like the one day I got up and there was a load of magpies on the lawn, right? And we were going to bring this up in the last show, except like we forgot. I was fuming. There's like jumps out and there's like these magpies with big old beaks digging like proper holes in the lawn, fuming. Especially given that
and then not fixing it.
especially that
got a new
we've,
patch of
we
lawn.
replaced a bit of the lawn with some other lawn, which is doing really, really well. But like, unfortunately, they've not touched that. So apparently, they're just after the moss.
Yeah.
So to get rid of them,
that's right,
we have to returf the rest of the back garden.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a plan.
Or shoot them all.
Or shoot them all.
Or we need to hire someone to run out and just scare them all the time.
What we need, you've seen Caddyshack.
Hire a human scarecrow.
What we need is a Bill Murray. Except the seagull of like magpie version of Bill Murray just make little like TNT pigeons and like hide them in the lawn. Hello, Mr. Pigeon.
Oh, you don't want the sniper
wind
to
up
be
ones.
shot at Donald Trump.
Landmines.
Right, so that's
You don't want him.
So we could. The other thing was we said like Winchester, get up on top of the extensioner, ghillie suit, and just like sit off, wait for them, pick them off one by one. But like you say, we don't want the one that missed Donald Trump, do we?
Discord mod type. Yeah, full on.
And Biden's dropped
Well
out
done,
of the
Secret
US,
Service.
and
Has
he's
he?
like that. Yeah, it's pretty much
Biden's
that.
dropped.
Well, to
like,
be fair, the woman who has took over his position, I do have faith in her. To be fair, she seems alright.
well, she's turned up and literally stole all the votes in.
Whoa! Right, you're getting yellow cards. Fucking politics. What?
No.
I'm going to say what the actual fuck is going on here.
I'm just saying, she's better than Biden and Trump. She is.
Stop it.
We had enough
It's the first
last
time
week.
he's spoken 20 fucking episodes and he's talking about politics.
We've gone from magpies.
To Donald
politics.
Trump.
for that last
So we've ended up buying some very convincing fake owls with like spooky spinning round in heads.
Oh, the boss. They are
and
boss.
they have been
And
enough.
look at him, he's staring.
He is staring at
Oh,
us
yeah,
now.
look,
So like they have
Oh,
been
so
enough.
the head's turned, are they?
Yeah, like proper
You can touch him and
poltergeist,
spin them.
proper poltergeist style. They just keep going round and round and round. So the magpies are obviously switched on, and you're like, whoa, owls, no chance. Scouse pigeons, though, like they're honestly, they're literally sat next to them like that. Fucking pigeons, pecking away. But we've got a new rodent on the scene this very evening, a squirrel. Just pure digging a hole in the back garden, mate.
Full on.
Just
burying his nuts.
Burying his nuts. Get out there. There's actually a bit of a peanut shell there. Like, is that a wind up? It's like a proper Disney peanut shell. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Where's he even got that from?
No.
So we don't know if he was digging it up previously stashed peanut.
Yeah, maybe.
Anybody with any advice really at all in how to keep the pigeons off the lawn and to stop them digging holes, then please leave it in the comments. Oh, like and subscribe as well.
Yeah, that's all.
So like loads of people have been speaking to over the last couple of weeks and been saying, oh yeah, I've been watching the podcast, it's really good. That's how we keep up. Right? And I'll be like, as soon as I told him, he's like, why don't you tell him to like and subscribe? I'm really sorry. So like and subscribe.
Everyone,
We're going to say that a lot through the podcast today. Like and subscribe. And
please.
Fox.
Definitely.
Moving on from last episode, you know, I sort of half jokingly said, why don't they use MotoGP airbag technology for like downhill and enduro? Like, me and him were away last week. He's like, no way, Cole, check this out. Like, an actual Alpine Stars have released airbag body armour using Tech Air, the full Tech Air thing from the MotoGP thing.
And you heard it first at Redline all the
Alpine
time.
Stars, you're welcome.
Yes. But I'm sure they haven't had it in like
Check
design and
Yeah,
production for the past.
it's going to have taken like a number of years, but I think
Definitely not 7 years.
I think watching us last
We
last
said it
episode,
first.
They went,
We
you
said
know
it
what?
first.
yeah,
We're
Alpine
going to release
Stars,
it this week.
friend of the show.
Absolutely.
So there you go. We are breaking boundaries, pushing the technology, and like the
Making people release things earlier than what they should do.
the big dogs are listening,
Predicting
and,
the future.
and they're going for it. Why isn't Jack working? Well, Jack is working.
I am.
He's getting there.
He took his own cast off.
Yes,
like,
I heard
which
that the other day.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Kind of cracked me up.
Well, right.
It's defence. Go on, tell
I
me.
put on my story. Will this cast last? Probably about 3 weeks in. The Perry has said no, so I don't know
I have
why.
faith in you, mate. I actually offered to take it off when you dislocated your shoulder, so I'm kind of like, I am pro.
I waited the 5 weeks. I waited the 5
I
weeks.
still don't know how you got it off.
Because you had a
But
splint
the way
off
you
it.
took it off, mate, instead of getting a machine that's probably in the garage and nibbling it off, the
I-
way they do it at the
I
hospital.
didn't trust myself, honest to
I
God.
don't know.
But
It's-
that wouldn't have touched your skin,
Shit.
mate. You wouldn't have cut your skin. You would have just
Did
gone.
you-
Right, we're going to get Jack Logic here.
Do
now.
you see any cuts?
This is true.
You know what
This
I mean?
is true.
It came off with
What did you use, Jack?
scissors out the block to get through the thin bits. But like for the last 2 weeks, I'd already like scratched and clawed out this
Using
little
what?
Has this been a plan, this?
razor blade.
Using a razor blade.
hold
ladies
on,
and
right.
gentlemen.
Ladies,
A razor blade.
yeah.
This way, up his arm.
And I thought about that, so I was like, right.
Steel rule down the inside, please tell me.
No. So the razor blade's a stupid thing to do. So realistically,
No.
for safety reasons, they wrapped around where the broken bit was more than the rest. So I was like, I can't get through that with scissors. So I'll just kind of like razor blade that until I'm like, right, I'm low enough so that I'm not going through the last layer. So I get scissors down it, and then to the wrist bit, I got a pair of cable cutters.
In his defence, he is unmarked and the cast
He
is
is,
off.
yes.
So like I get a message.
I did the full
I
time.
get a message
the
like,
doctor say to
oh
you?
yeah,
Oh, bad looks.
I've got frustrated. Yeah, we got.
They must have been thieves.
PR evils with all of that.
Turned up for me pointing. Got
Welcome,
appointment.
Jack. Here you have to get your cast off.
Yeah, and it was like,
Well,
the woman
in the
asked.
cast, he's like, I'm ADHD. I'm like,
Yeah, I took my cast off, but my excuse is I've got ADHD.
Shrank in the watch.
Yeah.
however, the doctor did say that yeah, it's fixed. And to be fair, you're pretty lucky because he said if you wanted to break your scaphoid, that would be where you'd want it to break it. Yeah. But
Anywhere else, it would have been stupid to take the cast off.
it would have been stupid. But it is defence. That Monday that you took it off, it was due to come off anyway, and it would only been for Formula Student.
Well, that's how I
being away,
justified it.
That it would,
Realistically,
so like,
yeah.
Justify it all you like.
so
Don't use a
I
razor blade.
messaged him day one that I'm away, like that message next morning. How you doing? Oh yeah, I took my cast off last night. Like whoa. And then it was like, yeah, and then I got on my BMX and had a little ride just to make sure it was all right. I'm like,
You
my
messaged me like
God.
Wednesday. I took it off Monday, and I went for a ride with Joe on the Wednesday. So it'd been like 2 days.
It just, yeah.
I was just like, listen, I'm all right with you taking the cast off. That's cool, but just take it easy on that shoulder. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't go like going backwards because otherwise
That
I will be on
arm,
back before.
left wrist, left shoulder, bike.
Weak side.
BMX is like pull.
yeah.
Downhill bikes like pressure, like
Weak
push,
side.
push.
Weak side.
You did completely expect it, though.
Yeah. Honestly,
Completely expect it.
85% of the votes out of everyone that did it said no, it will not last. And then all the people that said yeah, I was like, you clearly don't know me. And it was people that don't really speak
I
to.
was kind of surprised that it lasted that long. I didn't think it'd go the distance, but I mean, to be fair, at like week 5 or 4 when you dislocated, I was offering to take it off anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, you still, like you said, you still had your splint, but the weight on that dislocated shoulder is like he's
Honestly,
better off now. Man.
cast come off and my shoulder feels so much better than it did even with the cast on.
Everybody,
like weight training, though, innit, almost?
everybody who I
yeah.
told
In a bad
that story to was like, hang on, stop. He was doing what?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, right, I know, I have questions and I don't want answers to them. Like, I don't need answers to them. But they're all like me, like that.
Everyone was proud.
Go on, mate.
Oh yeah, I even told the HR lady as well, and she was like, "Yeah, that's not something you really want to brag about. The broken wrist, cool, but
Sound, yeah.
but dislocating your shoulder doing a forward roll, come on,
Yeah, that's like...
yeah,
This kid
About
knows his
Alpine
shit.
Stars, haven't
yeah,
got a fucking
I
head.
like it. I love it.
Well, protect that, man.
Yeah,
Don't say that, they will.
Yeah, I was going to say that Alpine Stars, if you're looking for tips, we
Yep.
need some kind of rapid deployment airbag system to
Wrist brace,
wrist brace, yeah. And if you got one that like
wrist
you
suspension.
just need a big elastic band put around your shoulders, don't you,
that's
stop
right,
it
to keep
popping
it-
out, yeah.
Simple.
One of them like
a
you know them
suspension
big
shape.
like resistance bands that you exercise with. Just get one slightly smaller than him and just snap it like round there. Right, that's not coming out, is it?
And bubble wrap as well.
Be like a T-Rex.
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. I'd start to float eventually. Yeah.
So as a result, me and Dan went to Formula Shoot 2024. Big up the iMechie crew. Always make us feel very welcome. Great to see the family. Surprising the amount of people that actually watch the podcast as well. So I did that whole like.
Oh, we're reaching out.
So what do you think like that?
Like and
we
subscribe.
did tone it down a bit with the swearing and stuff. So like, what do you think of most people? Like unanimously, like no, we won't really love it when you're slagging people off and swearing and all that. So like, however, on the other side of the coin. Lonard, going places like top partner, top sponsor, Mauro and the team. We are now actually on their website.
On their
homepage. I go
Hello. He's just produced a new website, and there we are, front and centre, along with it.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
the race team. Is
there's the race team. I feel like the race team was like us like that.
There's us. Yeah. So
here's our race team.
Lonard.
A Le Mans race team.
We're so proud.
Yeah, so proud. Very, very proud to be associated.
And the new watch that's coming out is looking awesome too.
And we are still incredibly surprised. It's just so surprised that they still want to be associated with us.
We're doing something right.
But glad things are on the up, mate. New watch looks amazing.
I'm very excited to see what's to come.
And my mate Mike has got his now, I think. So always good.
And if you sign up to the website as well, you get a 10% discount.
That's good.
And friends and family, get on to me if you want something extra.
If you've got very
Swiftly moving on.
Antonio from we haven't seen Antonio from Obsidian from
No, I've not seen him.
I
did check in with him. I think last week, sent him a message, just say everything's sweet, but
he's probably just doing.
He was like something exciting coming.
Yeah, he's still got something new.
He's put his head down now, so you know something's coming. He's always about put his head down there. He's right. Good stuff coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't need any background noise. Just
just actions. That's what it is. We love that. Snooty's birthday as well.
Was it
last week before?
Was it?
What?
Passed me by.
How old was he?
He was bigging up his Cheshire Housewives.
Oh yeah, I've
seen that video.
It was his birthday. I whipped him a little.
Happy birthday, Snoots.
Happy birthday, your fart. I haven't caught up with him for a while. Every time I catch up with him, he's usually like in some kind of piss taking, like
popping up to 10.
I occasionally, I think it was the other day, he sent me pictures of something he's working on and stuff like that.
I think I might have had the same thing. However, we did have a conversation with him about painting helmets.
We did,
and his suggestion was that he wasn't quite sure of the paint process for the carbon helmet, and I was like, well, I need like a helmet that I'm not going to wear right now.
Well, so now you've got one.
So
you've
now
got a
I've
broken
ruined one.
Yeah, he can strip that down.
You might as well paint that one. So Snoots, we might have a project for you after all, mate. You don't need to worry about it.
Got a broken helmet.
Ever being like wearable again, because it's not in the best nick.
No, not at all.
Why isn't it working? For the first time, all the bikes are working. But even mine's fixed it. I'm at the shop. I can go and pick it up. But however, new twist.
DST's not working.
Which is possibly
spewing.
worse.
I'm absolutely spewing. I've got a major coolant leak, which is coming from the water pump. So that's off the road until next Tuesday, hopefully, which is getting fixed at a mighty good price as well. But it's got to happen.
Well, performance cars.
It's the pride and joy. I love the thing, so we've got to be back on the road soon.
He's been proper, and he's been off this week as well. So
been off work this week, and I've
no car to play with.
No car to go and cruise.
It'd be like one of us being like actually fit and having no bikes to ride. I fucking hell, that happens all the time.
Your bike now.
ST bike.
Okay. Troddy, we have something for you.
Yes,
have you got your sandwich video ready?
We've got Troddy, because we haven't heard from you in another 2 or 3 weeks.
Pit, mate.
It's only his sort.
Yeah, mate, he's up in Kalgoorlie, up in the super pit, so he's busy. Right, but we've got something
sandwich.
for you.
We're gonna put it in here, mate, and this one's for you, Troddy.
Yeah. Boom. Nice gravy.
That's like, how many slices of gravy do you want?
I like good thick gravy, mate.
The stuffing will crop it.
You've got to, so that the stuffing stays.
Yeah.
I like to think I've inspired you with my mashed potato work.
Well, that's basically just
Is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well there you go. And what was on that sandwich? That was
So that was I believe, turkey, gammon, with gammon on one side, turkey on the other, with a stuffing wall around the outside. But I dabbed my fingers in water so you could like mould it, stick it together, and then obviously the gravy in the middle.
Gravy in the middle.
Yeah, and then
Boom.
What happens when you bite into it? Is it like...
well, no, see, the trick is you don't bite into
gravy,
it first. You slice it in half so it's a side by side.
Oh, okay.
And then it doesn't. Honestly, I don't know how it works, but it just doesn't leak out loads.
Right.
You
Because
bite
the
into it.
gravy's that thick.
Well, yeah, but you bite into it and it starts leaking out everywhere because you're holding the middle. But if you got one side and one side, you're holding the stuffing.
Do you like the gravy cool down a bit so it thickens up?
Nah,
or is it just pure hot?
It's a lot of gravy granules. It's a lot of gravy granules. You know what I mean?
I love good thick gravy.
Good question.
Wouldn't it like soak? Does it not like soak the bread and make it just fall apart?
No, the gravy's too thick to soak into the bread.
Butter.
Yeah. Protection, layer of protection.
Because you got
When
the
you're making
meat.
sandwiches, always use perfection.
Because you got the
Always
meat,
use
you got the
protection.
bread, the meat, then the gravy with the stuffing around it, another slice of meat. Well, it's like a few slices of meat, and then the bread on the bottom. So the gravy and the bread never really touch.
Lots of seasoning, salt and pepper.
It's already on the meat.
I was going to say a little grind of salt, possibly like that. But there you
A bit
go,
more
Johnny.
pepper
That
for
one's
me.
for you,
That's
mate.
for you,
Jack
mate.
sandwich,
There
in full effect. Both working arms. Did
I'm
you
sure
have both
you'll
working
like
arms
it.
when you did that?
No.
You even did that with his cast.
14th that, so I believe.
Excellent work, mate.
Yes.
Excellent work.
Well done.
So you'll have to get another one going for next time. A quick one on Ronan Dunn with who's becoming the Colin McRae of World Downhill, except Crankworks. It's either win or crash.
Heroically as well.
Like heroically as well. That got up.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Crash. I'm on about.
Crash or crash.
Yeah.
Or crash again. So big up to Ronan Dunn. Loving your work, mate. If you could maybe keep it upright, that would probably stand a bit more of a chance. However, loving the way in which he goes racing, just like that.
Mate, it's Redline,
Is that the one you put on your story?
Yeah.
That
Where he got up and he was
roughly
just
there,
like,
That's Redline for you, mate.
Yeah.
You crack on.
Well, speaking of Redline, Edith Cowan University, right? Their former student car, Redline AF, mate. It was a thing of beauty.
Where about in Oz are they from?
I don't know, mate.
Find out.
I can find out for you.
Find
Yeah,
out.
I'll find out. Edith Cowan, cleaned up. What a motor as well. Like they built it in a year. Do you know what I mean? There's like teams still grinding and welding on cars, like trying to put them together. So like these lot are still these lot literally like hanging out, having a barbecue, checking the socials. You know what I mean? Making a few changes so it's places like UK scrutineer and stuff like that. No great miler.
Sweet.
Do you know what I mean? Just like that. No great miler. Yeah, we spotted it earlier on in
and
the
they
event.
floored everyone, didn't they?
They cleaned up, mate. It was
Yeah.
they weren't like necessarily outright fastest on the acceleration, but they were dead consistent, and there wasn't much in it. Do you know what I mean? But dude, honestly, like they were seconds, like 3-4 seconds up on the next closest car on the endurance and the sprint. It was just like that.
Just a good all-rounder.
Overall,
It was a
overall the best car.
belter.
an actual working car that
Really
just
good.
needs
So,
to be taken back and sorted out.
Can't wait to see how their ideas filter into next year's teams.
And see what they turn up with next year.
See if any more teams turn up with like a single pot 450 crosser engine. Do you know what I mean? Short gearing, like
It's
loads
like
of
Red Bull.
torque.
Red Bull do something, and then next year everybody else does it, and they do something else.
Right up to the point where Adrian Newey left, and then like whatever Red Bull do, just don't do that. You'll be all right. Like, don't drive into Lewis Hamilton. Try and get both drivers somewhere into the top 10. Perez still under risk, like, even though they've just given him a new contract. It's a bit like, dude, you're gonna have to sort your shit out. You know what I mean? We can't win this with like one wheel. Do you know what I mean? It's not good. Hungaroring F1, we have to talk about this. Right? Have to talk about this. Lando Norris, yay! Turned out to be a bit of a petulant boy. Do you know what I mean?
He won the week before, didn't he?
He won at Silverstone.
No, Lewis won Silverstone.
Oh, sorry,
He's been on a good roll recently, hasn't he?
Miami?
No, it wasn't. It was. I can't even remember where it
Was
was.
it the one before
It
Hungary?
was.
Monaco?
It was Japan, wasn't it?
No.
We'll do the whole circuit in a bit. But yeah, he won a race and then turned up the last race at Hungaroring and it was like a bit I won last week.
Bid up his own backside.
Most comments I've
Hang
seen
on a minute.
have said that Lando did deserve to win, from what I've seen personally.
So, right, how it played out was, because McLaren had, like, literally such a fast
The
car,
fastest car of the week.
their team briefing will have been along the lines of, right, whoever is in the lead at the first round of pit stops, that's the finishing order, we're going to support drivers in that way. So, normally, Oscar Piastri would have got first choice of pit strategy, so they would have pitted him first. And because of how strong the undercut was, because Lewis was chasing down Lando, they pitted Lando first to undercut Lewis to give him track position so that Lewis couldn't undercut him. It was a bit close, but that meant him gaining track position on his teammate, and it was his teammate that like kind of had to okay the fact that they were going to give him, but it was on the proviso that when you get track position on your teammate, you will give him the track, because it's basically him that's gone okay for the team, pit him first, knowing that he'd lose
only
track
reason
position.
you're here is because I'm basically
exactly,
I think Piastri was the better driver at the start of the race.
He definitely was, mate. He definitely was. On the start, he just held his nerve, got a great line, and just got out there. Do you know what I mean? And drove away from him. Gapped him, broke the DRS gap, all that kind of stuff. But then was like, no, I'm not giving the place back. I was like proper petulant. Like honestly, the team radio was like fully embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Come on, Lando, we'll know you do the right thing. Think about these morning briefings. And he still didn't. Then he was like, well, you know, I'd have probably undercut him anyway, and this, that, and the other. And they're like, whoa. You want to win a world championship, you need your teammate and the team around you. We'll know you'll do the right thing.
You'll be gone in a few years if you keep this up.
Like 3 laps from the end. Like, whilst all this is going on over 5 laps, the only radio message from Piastri, who's like banging around thinking, whoa, right, is like, listen guys, the closer we get to the end, like the dicier this is going to get.
Exactly.
Didn't flap, didn't lose it, kept his shit together, and like,
just like, well,
Lando's there,
made the man.
Yeah. We were saying, we were watching like, I bet he's going to get like right onto the pit straight of his last lap, slap the anchors on, and let him come past just to like prove a point. But then in the cool down room, he took his helmet off and hanging around, and Lewis like. Listen, dude, like that, nice one, do you know what I mean? You had a fast car today, and he just went, well, you had a fast car 7 years ago. Like, whoa, and Lewis actually went, mate, I'm trying to give you the compliment, do you know what I mean? You had a great car, and you made good use of it, and he's like, I was like, ooh.
Something's pushed your buttons here, hasn't it?
Like, yay, team, do you know what I mean? So he kind of went down in my estimations a little bit, and I think Oscar Piastri is like, he's just quietly getting on with being a shit-hot racing driver and a belter teammate, do you know what I mean? First win, first of many. I think now the cork's out of the bottle. I reckon them
they're looking good, aren't they?
Them two good, as long as like Lando doesn't forget that he's like there's no I in team.
Exactly.
That was
if he keeps it up, there's no Lando in McLaren. So.
Exactly. And Max Verstappen proved that all youngsters, if they stay up all night playing video games, are pretty
get off the sim, mate.
Pretty grumpy the next day. Honestly, he was like a kid.
He was up till like 2 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Well, aren't him and Lando mates?
Yeah, they are.
So they probably were both up
all
all
night. Lando wasn't sim racing.
That gets onto the name of the sim racing team.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah.
Max Verstappen's
sim racing team. Redline racing.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I actually follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, I know they've got a team.
So we've got our legal team now taking steps. Like you have to change your name back.
Yeah, what are you talking about, mate?
Yeah.
We were there first.
Sounds about that.
Nice Verstappen friend of the show.
Cool.
But yeah, like 24 hours of Spa or Le Mans or something like that he was doing on sim racing. Up to like 3 in the morning and was cranky. Like, dude, the
you've got
grief
a race, man. Come on.
Dude, the grief he gave his engineer Giampiero Lambiasi over the radio was just embarrassing. It was like, it really was embarrassing. Full blown, spoiled kid. And he was like half asleep. He was nowhere near. The car looked rubbish all through practice and quali. And he was just like spewing, proper spewing.
All over the place.
Can't win them all, mate.
No, that's right.
Don't you worry.
You can get close if you try, but...
So I've got everything, not Max Verstappen, everything. I've got
Just Max Verstappen.
I don't think he did anything right.
No.
Formula One's getting so good, man.
It's
turning tables all the time.
It's really exciting to watch.
This season, it's
really good, especially when Mercedes coming back as well. A bit more into the mix. Like,
it feels like an actual race.
It's becoming a drama, really, isn't it?
You can't call it.
Yeah, you can't.
Week to week, can you?
And apparently, Adrian Newey has officially turned gone down Ferrari.
It has.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keeping the dream alive.
For Williams.
For Williams. Yeah.
Keeping the well, it's.
Where
who
would
was
he go
it?
if it was?
No. There's two teams in the
I'd like to
running.
see Ferrari.
There's two teams in the running. One of them's Williams. I can't remember who the other one was. But honestly, you know my predictions. My predictions. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Sim racing: Lewis, Angry Max, Lando, Mike Tyson eating mushrooms.
What is this? What's this about? I'm not
He
seeing
does it all the time on podcasts.
Any losers.
Honestly, he is so
Really?
funny.
Honestly, he's like, and then he's like fast forward a bit, and he's just like that. What you see?
Yeah.
What you? I got really angry. I'm like, come on, then.
And then he's chill as hell.
Yeah, honestly, it's like
I've not
he
seen
just
it.
like
When
dry
you wrote
munches.
Mike Tyson and mushrooms down before, I was like, what's going
He
on
literally
here? What?
dry munches. He's
No
like,
way.
you're not going to do those
least
now.
an
Yeah.
eighth,
You
innit?
just
Yeah.
went like
He's
that.
Just
I've eaten like dry mushrooms, and it's like.
and he does it like it's not his
and
first time
and
as
he
well.
just
Punches him down.
just chomps him down, and he's like that. What? Do you know what I mean? Not even dry mouth or anything. Do you know what I mean? Just like.
Enjoyed it.
What?
He's crazy.
And honestly,
Wipes dirt off his face.
bonkers.
They
like,
were
purely-
crapping themselves over the other
Yeah.
people.
Can you imagine that like a slightly out
Is this
of
for
control?
medicinal purposes or
No.
just for the fun of it?
Absolutely not. I don't know how much fun it would be like Mike Tyson on mushrooms, especially if it pissed him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some champs, alright, don't worry
If he's
about
just
it. you know what I
snapping
mean?
without being aggro, then it's like, ooh, what happens when you're angry? It's like the Hulk, innit?
You don't want to see him when he's angry.
No.
So,
But yeah, moving
based on
from
that, have we still got predictions for Jake Paul? Are we
Yeah.
sticking with our original prediction?
Yeah,
Because
too right.
Jake
Yeah,
Paul
absolutely.
did knock somebody
He
out.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
Last
but
week or
he
was it?
knocked
was it
somebody
last
else
weekend?
who didn't want to put his hands
No,
up.
it's just
Oh, we've got
Yeah.
an opinion here, haven't we?
You know what? I feel like he's won me over with this fight, you know.
Who,
I
Jake
can't
Paul?
Jake
knock
Paul.
him anymore.
Jake Paul?
Like Mike Perry is doing really well in bare knuckle boxing at the moment, and Jake Paul looked fucking sharp.
But right,
He looked
honestly,
really
like
sharp.
it was a convincing
Yeah,
like
it
couple
was.
of punches,
Right.
but
Convincing.
he wasn't
It was.
defending himself.
Nah.
and I think
If
what,
he gets that amount of time to get a couple of punches in on Mike, then like, but Mike's not going to stop.
Mike Perry isn't old. He's still fighting, and
Yeah.
he's still doing well. So it's kind of like, well, what can you say?
He's
But he's
actually
not Mike Tyson.
He's
yeah,
not Mike
yeah,
Tyson,
yeah.
like, but he's.
Is his nickname Iron?
I'll tell you what, Mike Perry is serious. He's a
Yeah.
serious boxer,
Yeah.
but he looks sloppy.
Yeah, his fight
It might have been one of them,
enough to put.
an underestimation again.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
But
Yeah.
Jake Paul
The-
beat him fair and square.
The time will come when he steps up to Mike. That'll be the one.
Yeah.
Well, all
That'll
that
be the
will be
Well,
answered.
Tommy Fury absolutely cleared him.
An actual boxer, yeah.
Who's the one who took him seriously?
Yeah.
Tommy Fury cleared him.
But that's the thing about Jake Paul, though. It's like, yeah, nobody likes him because he's a knob.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, his boxing skill is he's a skilled boxer, and even like a lot of professional or retired athletes, they've all gone. I don't like Jake Paul because he's a knobhead.
But if that's the case,
I give him respect.
Joe
if he
Rogan
is,
was saying the same
yeah.
similar thing.
if
wasn't
that's the case, why not go down the proper route? Why not
Well,
be a professional boxer? Why not
yeah.
go down the proper route of actually being a professional boxer and not doing what he's done?
The cruiserweight
you know what I mean? To get
WBC
the
champion
money.
posted. He said, "I will give you a title shot if you beat somebody in the top 15."
And no
He
response.
said that to Jake Paul.
No response.
I don't know if there was a response, but he did say that. The WBC
He's been
cruiserweight
offered
champion
then.
literally said, he was like, "If you beat somebody in the top 15, I'll give you a title shot. You can fight me."
Whoa.
So he's had an offer in it. So it's like, if he wants to be a boxer, he can be. Prove himself.
Does he want to be a boxer or is he just a showman?
That's it, exactly.
Is
Yeah.
it a good payday?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
the
He's
thing.
getting so
Paid
many
in-
paydays,
paid in
mate.
every hand for this
Huge
Tyson
paydays.
He's
fight.
got so much stake in DAZN that
Yeah, that's right.
And better.
and that
Yeah.
every fight he has under them, it's just it's kind of like a WWE match. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like the outcome's going to be him,
Yeah.
unless it's not, premeditated.
Yeah.
There's a split decision rematch clause.
Yeah, like Tyson Fury's one, and it's like when with Usyk, it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
split decision. But think he's gonna have a rematch. It's like,
We all watched that fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
every
all
single
know
one
what
of us
happened.
disappointed.
This UFC card,
Oh yeah,
all the fighters, they got asked, they went, would you fight Jake Paul in boxing? And they all said, yeah, it's life-changing money.
Yeah.
Every
That's
single
what
one of them
it's all
said,
about, isn't
I
it?
would do it.
Win or lose, you
It's
get to
That's what it's
win.
all about. And it's wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you think about it, it is wrong because boxing, what it was and the standards that it set, has now just been taken the piss out by Jake Paul.
Yeah, it's just it
It's
became
just
money
become
making.
like
It?
like a money.
It's no longer a sport; it's a
money
job.
show, hasn't it? Really.
Let's go on YouTube and rake it in. Whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
On that point, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah.
Fox.
Fox.
And big up to the sponsors.
Yes.
What's that?
What do we got?
I've
What do we
got meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
We had 5 picks. Didn't we?
We've got a few, yeah. We've got a few.
Oh god.
Are we going to watch them or are we just going to put them in at the end?
So
Will be hard to find.
there's actually like 6.
Oh, damn.
That are like we'll have like a quick straw poll. So there's a picture of a bloke with his with no hand, like an amputee, and on the one side there's a picture of hand repair cream,
Hand
restoring cream.
yeah. And then the other side is like a stump with it covered all over like that. It's not doing anything.
It's not working. It's not working.
Absolutely genius. Then there's the Darwin Awards, the bloke with a rocket in his mouth, and he's even too stupid to let go of it.
That's
when
right,
it
it's
goes
still there
off.
when it's lit it and it's going.
It's like,
It's still going in his mouth.
How
and he didn't even go,
How
He
drunk
just-
do you have to be
But
though?
I've seen the reverse of that where
Not
someone's
drunk
got it
enough.
up the bum.
I've
Yeah.
seen
Seen that one? Yeah, same thing, mate. What? Come
It's
on.
not a case of it's a
How
case of how
stupid are ya?
stupid have you got to be.
That's got to be
to,
the stupidest meme of the week.
I don't know, right? Because there's a bloke clearly on holiday in a rock pool.
Oh,
Yeah,
And there's one of his
I
mates
think that
is-
was just
is in the rock
a judgment
pool.
call,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I think that's
miscalculation,
it.
And instead of just jumping up and going down,
straight
he's
in.
gone
He's
too
gone-
far
yeah,
forward.
boom.
Just landed.
And just
Box,
oh.
bounced, compressed, bounced off it and landed on his back in the water.
All of them are proper ouch. Do you know what I mean?
it's
Proper
definitely out.
Other than Seagull on Seagull, which is
Seagull on seagull.
Yeah.
it's like a seagull getting a lift off another seagull. It's like a ship shipping ships, isn't it?
What
But
did
like
I
a
call
seagull
it?
carrying
Argle.
seagull.
Argle satellite. Argle satellite.
Argle satellites, tailbone jump, bloke jumping off a wall onto that big inflatable ball,
missing and
over
just-
jumps and just lands prone, poof, on the floor off like a 20-foot wall. That
Kills his cold.
is
His
going
tail.
into
That's
her.
He
it.
screams
That's a one broken coccyx.
I've done it before. I broke my coccyx and it fucking.
Definitely going to smash
Yeah,
it.
we climbed down, slid down the stairs to play Rainbow Six at like 4 in the morning.
The final contender is the ice skating video.
Oh,
where
no,
there's
that's
figure skating where there's it's couples figure skating and they're both doing these toe loops, they get on one skate and they're spinning around and they're just drifting closer and closer and closer.
They've both got the legs up.
Both got the legs up, and
I've not seen this
and he
one.
just gets close enough to it and just stripes her with his skate
Right in the face.
clean across the kiss of it.
slice in the face over.
Clean.
Smiling from ear to ear.
I love
Honestly,
how
a proper
all
Chelsea
of our
smile.
meme of the week
What's a
is just
joker?
gore.
Jesus.
But it's
I've
bad
not
because
seen
the
that.
video's in slow motion,
And
so you can see it about to happen, and it's just like.
You think like that? No.
You have to show once we finish.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
show it. I've not seen that one.
We can't even show any of them because it's all inappropriate.
Yeah,
memes.
All of them.
You'll get
are
demonetised,
incredibly
even though we're not
painful,
monetised.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, there's also been a whole bunch of ones that we even
more
can't
Yeah,
talk about
there was
'cause,
loads of ones that we can't
They are
speak
highly
about.
inappropriate and definitely not sponsor approved. Do you know what I mean?
No. So,
But we are coming to the end of our show today. Couple of big ups. Dan, well done, mate. Got yourself coded.
Fully coded, welding.
Is what is right, mate.
I can weld on ships.
Yep, he is
Fully able
fully
to weld on
qualified,
ship.
fully
Ship,
coded.
Redline, mate.
The only one in my year group who is fully coded.
Well done, mate.
that's what you want. Lad.
I was
That's what
kind
you
of
want.
there when the news come through. It was like that. Shit, really?
I didn't even believe it at first.
Yeah, made up for you.
Cool.
Mate. Fully
I've
deserve
seen
it.
them in person, they've been tested. It's true. It's actually true. They weren't pulling me leg in.
Come back and go like that. Oh,
Left us for a week and we blanked around.
It's just, it was such a stressful day. It weren't going me way. I had to repair.
Stressful
I had
problem,
to literally never blew through the ceramic back and straight away it was like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Was so angry I must have chain smoked the whole deck of in like 20 minutes. I came back, repaired it, it all passed. It was sound.
Sweet.
Genuinely
No
made up to you,
defense.
mate.
It.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Have
Have you had an interview this week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
had
All
his
went well,
interview yesterday.
Hopefully.
We'll find out soon enough.
Find out in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
See, they're on the way, mate.
They're on
Yeah.
the way.
Younger generation.
Setting them off.
Exactly.
And on that cheerful tone,
Yeah,
I guess that's like goodbye from us, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
until next week, keep
it
it
Redline.
I'm not saying that you got it wrong. We'll do it again.
Here we go.
Until next time.
Yeah, it didn't rhyme that time.
Until next time.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry about that.
Until next time,
Keep it Redline.
nailed it.
There you go. That's how we do it.